So this week, what I wanted to talk to you guys about is, boot camp was a large inspiration for me, and it kind of coincided with a list that I had found that I wanted to share with you. And this here, this document, which is really pretty, you'll notice that it's decorated with highlighters. This is a document that I created at 15 years old. It was my bucket list at 15, right? And I found it because my parents are moving, my mom and stepdad are moving, and this was in my physics binder, which to tell you, now I know why I was so terrible at physics. I apparently paid zero attention the entire time and doodled and made lists of stuff. Yeah, I remember thinking my physics teacher was just really bad. As it turns out, I was a bad student, but that's an aside for another day. I'll keep this to tell Dutch later. But there are days in my life now where I get down on myself. Charlie once told me that I'm a half glass empty kind of gal, and I remember being offended, and I thought, that is 100% not true. I am such an optimist. Turns out Charlie's right and knew me better than I know myself sometimes. But there are days when I think, God, I have just, I'm not achieving anything. I'm nowhere closer to my dreams now than I was when I was 15. I've done crap with my life. And I get down on myself. And I know we all do it. And the way that I know that we all do it is, my mentor, the man that I look up to more than anyone else on earth, is Steve Burris. And there are times that I have seen him where he thinks we're not growing fast enough. I don't know that I'm doing everything that I need to do for this company. I don't know if I'm pushing hard enough. And I'll see him question things too. So when we had boot camp this week, we had over 120 people in this room. In the last 6 months, we have grown by 100 agents. Keep in mind, when we started this, it took 4 years for us to get to 100 agents. And they got mad at me because I planned the party when we only had 95. And so we did the party 2 months, it may even have been 3 months before we finally actually got to 100. Brett loves to bring it up. And, the crazy thing is in those days, we were all so gung-ho and everything was going so great. And it's just now that our success has really started to get crazy that there are days when I look at the guys that I started this with, and women, and they're like, I don't know that we're doing it. I don't know if it's going fast enough. And I'm like, are you kidding? We got 100 people in 6 months. Out of those 100, if you were here at boot camp, we showed a slide with people who had been here for less than 6 months who had completely changed their lives based on what they're now doing. 100 people trusted us enough in the last 6 months to stop whatever it was that they were doing, or to continue and trying raising kids and doing all that stuff, but they trusted us enough to come and try this. That is amazing. And sometimes we don't pause enough to realize what it is we've accomplished. And here's the thing, is when I found this list, I got this ball in the pit of my stomach, and I thought, I don't want to read it. This is going to be humiliating. I haven't done anything. I read the list, and 69 of the 100 things on the list that I wanted to achieve in my lifetime, that I wrote at 15, I had achieved 69 of them. Yeah, pretty good. And P.S., some of them are not achievable. You'll notice number 100 is marry Eminem. So, he is single, and you never know. So, Marshall, if you're watching this, I still love you and would love a call, but I'll even relocate to Detroit. You don't have to move. But some of them are not doable. Out of that list, not all of them are doable, but out of the ones that are doable, I had done 69 of them. And it just sort of put things into perspective for me. Because I just thought, okay. So I have done a lot. Now, is it everything that I want to do? No. But the kicker is, the 15-year-old me, I had no idea that I was even capable of going beyond this list. And at 35, 20 years later, I'm essentially done with this list. So I think it's important for us to take a time out occasionally when stuff starts feeling like I'm not moving this envelope, and I'm not pushing, and I'm not trying hard enough, and why am I not achieving this in the time frame that I wanted to? Take a pause and remember where it is you came from. Like, remember all those things that you set out to accomplish, and give yourself a little bit of grace. Because guys, whether you are brand new to this company or you've been here from the beginning, you are changing lives, and you have done something by being here. Like, the leap of faith that it takes to decide that you're going to become a realtor somewhere in the process of your life, that's a pretty big leap. And I will tell you, most people are too afraid to try it. So you have already done something awesome. So next time you want to come bitch at me, remember, I'm going to tell you, you've already done awesome things. And take a minute, okay? So I love you. Who is our $100,000 earner that's speaking today, Brett Kreger? Micah McGahan. Oh, what a treat this shall be. Oh,